flexing. Following the kid like why you keep asking same question.
Grizzly going crazy, nigga.
Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? I remember going to school, never had the latest shoes. You was raised to make it cool, I was raised to make a move. We was playing with different bags, so I kept getting shitted on. It was motivation, telling myself stay patient. Package touchdown, gotta relocate it. If that body got took down, guess it was donated. Plug ain't from round town, but we both native. Yeah, sliding with my body, I got a Joe waiting. Can't let these hoes spend the night, ain't got no home training. Heard your damn mixtape, gave it a low rating. Yeah, streets reply, I look right in a Mercedes. Creep at night, the city lights going brave. She popping it like that is meant for, can't be no road and extendo. Bitch, I put me in the friend zone till she see me in the end zone. Hoes calling from other zip code, trapping hard, I need a flip on this, the new pack, the last one, bingo. Coastal motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Stepping out cool, rock and roll my watch and shoes. They scream wave ain't bring a pool, mainstream think they scream my moves. Jack hit me up like gotta leave round 2. Know what's going on, man, you need it come through. I'm the neighborhood superintendent. Dogs in the den, got the cushion in the kitchen. Look here, baby, I'm on real time. Needle in the haystack, but still shine. Wave guard, grill gold like a face guard. I did a bid and tell them wait for it. Grill gold like a face guard. I did a bid and tell them wait.
Roller coaster motor at the stoplight, catch me at the finish line flexing. Following the kid like a spotlight, why you keep asking same questions? Roller coaster motor at the
Yeah, but don't even post it. She got a nigga, but don't even post it. Where you go? Son. She got a nigga, but don't even post it. I pull up with the runs and the potion. Niggas no suitor who give me some motion. Put a play on a play. Put a bay on a bay. Screaming free out my bodies upstate. Screaming free out my niggas downtown too. I be high as fuck making LeBron. She got a nigga, but don't even post it. I pull up with the runs and the potion. Niggas no suitor who keep me some motion. Put a play on a play. Put a bay on a bay. Screaming free out my bodies upstate. Screaming free out my bodies downtown too. I be high as fuck making LeBron moves. Shit be bad like in no time. Hit a C like it's go time. My bitches in the game like the old line. Hey, and when I come down, you get no shine. Scissors on the backseat like a little kid. Tub been gone for a little minute. Ain't back and forth, I just post a pic with a bankroll, pounds in the mix. I can't parking like pimp. Hey, serving coffee shop him. Hey, got you walking around stiff. Hey, all that cash on him. Then put a bag on the cracker, but you put a bag on him. Hey, for black on black violence. Hey, let's go smash on them. I just paid my rent late on the block near Kimbe. Chopper got a little shake, hit the jerk like Ben J. Money calling me today, I'ma pick up every time. Bro just brought a whole bottle, gon' distribute every line. Shawty came with her ass like the city had dying. Wi-Fi around the trap, this shit like an airline. Shawty came with her ass like the city had dying. Wi-Fi around the trap, this shit like an airline. She got a nigga, but don't even post it. I pull up with the runs and the potion. Niggas no suitor who keep me some motion. Put a play on a play. Put a bay on a bay. Screaming free out my bodies upstate. Screaming free out my niggas downtown too. I be high as fuck making LeBron. She got a nigga, but don't even post it. I pull up with the runs and the potion. Niggas no suitor who keep me some motion. Put a play on a play. Put a bay on a bay. Screaming free out my bodies upstate. Screaming free out my bodies downtown too. I be high as fuck making LeBron moves. Gotta get up and get up and get up and get it. You working that job, but you stuck in them trenches. Cash to be made, so who out here tripping? My cellular phone got a damn chip in it. Wake up, sign for 30 balls. Still in the trap with dirty clothes. You can be different, work my phones. You can be dead and work alone. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. You niggas be trolling, licking on my lips, biting down, bitch, I'm rolling. Square ass body walked up like with my hoe in the street shit, keep it real without a trophy. Baby, what's the weather like? Wavy, get the better price. Ice on my left and right wrist, burning megabytes. Rolling up megahertz, feeling like gelling hurts. Nigga, what's your nigga, what's your network? Better find some better work. Better find some. Nigga, what's your network? Better find some better work. Look me in my eyes. Shout it. Look me in my eyes. Can you see my vision? Can you? Hey, she'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. Best gas on the north side, tell me what you need. Only sell cat if you selling it for me. Plants ain't ready, I'ma sell them in the spring. 36 bitches, gotta tell them when to leave. Ran up a check, gotta put this in the house. Talking too much, baby, put this in your mouth. Pancakes and eggs, I'm just cooking what I bought. Schedule kinda full, gotta book me when I'm out. Had to tell my dog that his name getting hot. Every kind of tool like a maintenance shop. Hook back some bread for the same little spot. 409 miss me so the game still rock. Shit, wait. For me, she'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. She'll be down with God, but she be down with me. What's goody, man? God damn, man. It don't feel like no Friday, man. It do not feel like a Friday. I know y'all gonna be mad at me. I'm mad at my goddamn self. I just spent 12 hours in a motherfucking beauty chair. 12 hours, man. I just spent 12 hours from 8 to 7:50. From 8 this morning to 7:50 in a beauty chair. You know what I'm saying? Like, and paid $300. So not only did I have to pay $3, but I also had to sit in that motherfucker and have my brain tampered with for 12 hours. So that's why I'm late. But what we doing tonight? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Where you niggas been at? You know what I'm saying? Where the pseudos at? You know what I'm saying? I hope it ain't an issue with the I hope it ain't an issue with the link. Where's Uncle Shaka when I need Uncle Shaka? Uncle Shaka, where's you at? Come to the forefront. I gotta holler at you. Um, yeah, so I ain't eat all day. You know what I'm saying? I just went and picked up that sack. I went and picked up that sack. You know what I'm saying? Went and picked that sack up. Shout out to all my sack pickuppers. Had to pick that sack up. But yeah, I ain't eat all day, man. So I just ate on a little bit of that Chick-fil-A, and I'm ready to showcase myself to the people. Alright, this wouldn't be a show. Um, this wouldn't be a show without me telling y'all to go and light up and get your popcorn, your Jack Daniels. It's the perfect time for y'all to get it together. You know what I'm saying? This the perfect time for y'all to, you know what I'm saying, get it together. Shout out to all my blunt rollers too. I smoke the blunts on a daily. You know what I'm saying? I smoke paper sometimes when I'm trying to feel bougie, but I need that nicotine in my bloodstream. When it come to gas, I like to smoke gas through a blunt. I need that nicotine in my bloodstream. But we staying focused. You know what I'm saying? We had a debate last weekend, I believe, and we planning. We're gonna have a discussion for a debate this weekend. It was supposed to happen today, but I've been in the motherfucking beauty chair for 12 hours. God damn it! On a Friday. How much money did I miss on a Friday? Now for real, not for real, for real. But oh shit. The Cleveland Browns beat the Panthers 30-10. Um, I want to see what Shador Sanders stats look like. Everybody was saying Shador Sanders was being set up to fail or something like that. But we're gonna see. We definitely gonna see what that's hitting for and what that's talking about. Cause we definitely rooting for Shador. You know what I'm saying? We rooting for Shador. You know what I'm saying? You black, you rock. We rocking out with you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else rock out for their own people. We gonna rock out for our goddamn people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it's supposed to be. Um, from what I'm hearing through the grapevines, Trump trying to get the Epstein list out, and the Democrats keep on denying it. The Democrats keep on blocking the vote to get the Epstein files out. So, Goo, you got some smoke on your hands. You've been spreading misinformation to the people, Goo. It's them goddamn Democrats that don't want them goddamn Epstein files out, Goo. I got top notch information. I talked to Donald Trump myself, nigga. I'm the goddamn first hand source. I'm the goddamn source. But now, um, I know Jesse don't like this, but Wikipedia is credible. Wikipedia is credible. Wikipedia got sources. Wikipedia got sources. So Wikipedia is credible. Um, so we ain't gotta play these games. We ain't gotta play these games when it comes to Wikipedia. All right, let me see something real quick. I remember when shout out to my boy Kent. I remember my boy Kent came on the show
Uncle Hercules was breathing on him, wouldn't let him live. Uncle Hercules sharing his scream, you know what I'm saying? All type of, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Hercules breathing on my boy Pseudo Killer Kent. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get um so I'm listening to this show the other day. Um listening to this show, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, it sound like it sound like OG Uncle Bobby is saying what we be saying. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it'd be like, we don't know. Sometimes it'd be like you can't call yourself black. But I'm watching this video and OG Bobby was saying what the hell we was saying. You know what I'm saying? It was like one of them wild moments, goddamn it. One of them goddamn it moments. Let me see something real quick. It was one of them goddamn it moments. Let me find this. Oh yeah, Unc had went into the archives on these. Unc went into the archives last week. Let me see. Let me find it. Alright, let me find it. I think I'm almost there. Alright, here we go. Unc dropped some. He dropped some Jews on us last week. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta get this goddamn PDF or whoever the hell you got this information from, because this is what we be needing to fight these goddamn pseudos, chop their goddamn heads off. We needed this right here. Let's catch this real quick. Let's speed it up.
Oh man. Right here. It says 4th edition, Ancient Near Eastern History and Culture. Williams and Susan. All right. See the picture of it. All right. That's in Mesopotamia. Y'all see that, right? Leave it Persian. Oh no. Beautiful picture right here. The question is, why are they talking about Egypt in here? Because it just says indigenous. DNA goes wrong. Hold on. Here you go. All right, now we want to come here. All right. We want to get to the racial conversation. All right. Here you go. Debate on race. There you go. Okay, now let's scroll down. All right. Get to right here. Debating the evidence, race and ethnicity of ancient Egypt. Okay. We already talked about what makes you an Egyptian. Ain't your damn skin color, ain't your whole group. That's not what makes you an Egyptian. It'll make you think that's what it is, but that's not what makes you an Egyptian. So we want to come here. Okay. Come here. 162. All right. All right. We want to start the question. Okay. 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 You think that's what it is, but that's not.
Alright. It is against such explicitly racist views that figures like Sheikh Anta Diop in the 1960s introduced the idea that Egypt is essentially a black African civilization. His ideas started a movement called Afrocentrism to counteract the Eurocentrism of European and American scholars. So check this out. So this is us trying to look at history and look at the evidence through our own lens. We see that they practicing Eurocentrism, so we on our shit. Afrocentrism argued that ancient Egypt was a black African culture and that ancient Egypt is the origin for many of the hallmarks of later Greco-Roman culture and therefore Western civilization. This view is popularized by Martin Brunel in his hugely popular work Black Athena. All right, I'm trying to find something else. Let's keep going.
Here. No, we won't. We want to kind of start right here. All righty. We want to start right here. Time and time again. Let me get my voice right. Time and again, early Egyptologists insisted that Egyptian civilization was a product of Near Eastern. Read White. immigrants who brought with them the tools and intelligence to kickstart Egypt's rise. Statements such as the civilizations of Africa are the civilizations of the Hamites. The incoming Hamites were pastoral Europeans arriving wave after wave, better armed as well as quicker witted than the darker agricultural Negroes. That's Silliman, 1930. Testify anthropological and Egyptological attitudes of the period. Testify anthropological and Egyptological attitudes of the period. Today, archaeological evidence for a gradual development of Egyptian civilization from the prehistoric periods onward has caused the idea of influx of a dynastic race in early Egypt to become completely abandoned. All right, so we see how it was early on. Okay? They insisted, right, that it was Near Eastern. That's what we seem like we going backwards. We misread the data and we go backwards. Come right here, okay? All right? Come right here, and we're getting right to where we starting at. It says, it is true that Egyptologists have been slow to acknowledge the African elements of Egyptian civilization. In many academic works, Egypt is presented as in Africa, but not of Africa. Van Demerup. It said Egypt is thus thought of as a Near Eastern society, isolated from the rest of Sub-Saharan. Read Black. It says Africa. It said this book too. It tells you. It said this book too is guilty of this because it discusses Egypt in its Near Eastern context. When one looks more closely, the African nature of early Egypt becomes evidence. New research, especially in Nubia, argues that Egyptian civilization and Nubian civilization developed from the same root and continued to influence each other in a manifold ways. Stop right there. So we see here in this particular book, this is a 2024 book, right? It's talking about that they're even guilty of putting Egypt in the Near Eastern context. I think this is very important for us going forward so we can understand that we're not just sitting here making nothing up.
Right.
We're keeping it real sound and real.
Right. We ain't sitting here making nothing up. We know what a nigga look like. We know what a nappy head nigga look like. You know what their tropical limb proportions, lanky, you know what I'm saying, broad nose, big lips. We know what that look like. We beautifying all of your goddamn stereotypes.
Go to the point here. That's a top-notch book right there I just read for y'all. You get in the server, you can get there. Okay? That's interesting right there. So where do we go from here? Let's move forward here. Let's get through some of this homework right here. Now, wait a minute, hold on. We've seen a particular anthropologist.
All right, let me stop right there. I just got a phone call. I need to make a phone call. Let's call Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry, I'm about to surprise Uncle Larry. I need to surprise Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry just hit me up like it's 10 o'clock on a Friday. Uncle Larry, you supposed to be asleep. You've been blowing me up ever since that. I gotta call him on. Oh no, not that. Go back. All right, let me call Uncle Larry. Let's give Uncle Larry a phone call. Oh, hell no. You ain't gonna not answer my call. Your ass the one that just hit me up. The hell is you doing, Uncle Larry? Get out of bed. Get your ass up out of bed. It's Friday night. You supposed to be at the club somewhere. After hours. Uncle Larry? Okay, he didn't answer. So he must see I'm live. Uncle Larry must see I'm live. And he must got probably got a situation at the crib. Probably got a little ting over, one of his little yas. I got you, Uncle Larry. I'm gonna let you make it tonight. I'm gonna let your ass make it tonight. Back to Bobby.
1 second here. I want to get to this particular anthropologist. He's right here. Hold on.
Let's go to these sources, man. Uncle Bobby has some killer sources this night.
With smart security and
Uncle Bobby had some 5 sources this night, man. Let's get to these sources. And all his sources are saying what we've been saying. You know what I'm saying? It started in the South.
Right here. Yeah. Here we go. And we want to get this right. This is an author of Race of Africa. It's 1930. Emphasized that to understand Egypt's prehistory, scholars must look southward to Sudan. So this is not a African-American black idea. This
colonial anthropology. Oh, it ain't no race science. It ain't no white science and black science. It ain't no white math and black math.
This is the father of Sudanese anthropology idea. He say not just downwards, archaeologically, it says reflects a belief that cultural origins of Egypt lie deeper in Africa, especially in the Upper Nile region. All right, so that
scholars must look southward to Sudan. We seen South Sudan at the Olympics. We know what they look like. So we ain't gotta play these games with you niggas.
Idea right there is in the 1930s. So you can't blame black people for saying that. It's crazy. Okay? Africa begins at Malakal. It's a colonial era slogan indicating the British view that Egypt and Northern Sudan were culturally non-African. I'll say this again. Colonial era slogan indicating that the British view that Egypt and Northern Sudan were culturally non-African.
Y'all see how I just said we know what Sudan looked like because South Sudan was at the Olympics. Look, now they're trying to say Africa begins at South Sudan. See, this is colonial era racism, British view that Egypt and Northern Sudan were culturally non-African. This is the British people. They came late as fuck. They don't know nothing. They didn't know the meta nothing.
What's the slogan, y'all? Africa begins at Malakal. Man, they telling you right there. That's their view. That Egypt and Northern Sudan were culturally non-African. Now, Malakal in modern-day South Sudan marked the start of true Africa in empirical eyes. So whenever you do this, whenever you play this game and play the Black African game, you're actually playing the colonial empirical bird's eye view.
No. We ain't playing no colonial shit. We setting the record straight. You see what these crackers are saying? They let it be clear. We ain't now. Our point is being clear. We throwing our stick in the sand. We ain't playing now, nigga. We know what black is. They obviously know what Africa is, because they saying Africa begins at Malakal. So they using Africa synonymous with black. So now let's not play these goofy semantic games. We are black. You get pulled over by the police, your ass black. Even this British person is saying Africa begins at South Sudan. He basically saying Africa is synonymous with black. So no, we're not letting these goddamn new North Africans ride. No, you niggas just got here yesterday. Bobby.
So it reveals how colonial boundaries shape racial and cultural perceptions of Africa. We still carry these perceptions today. Modern critique and revisions. Chikante Diop's 1974 argued that Egypt was fully African in cultural and biological terms. Modern archaeology shows continuity from Nubia to Egypt, refuting colonial divides. Scholars emphasize that racial constructs like Sub-Saharan versus North African are colonial inventions. See? And we still want to follow colonial inventions. What did I tell you about that? Crazy. Sources. Silverman?
Yeah. I ain't even go cap, gang. We should not accept Sub-Saharan as a term for anything no more. That's straight racist.
It says races of Africa, 1930, Chikante Diop's African origins.
They goddamn desert wasn't nut this whole time. Stop capping.
Civilization, Myth, and Reality, 1974, David Wingrow, 23. It's a 2003 Archaeological Perceptions of Africa, Smith Stewart, Race, Ethnicity, and Ancient Egypt.
Whether you're a contractor or a master technician, Harbor Freight understands your job depends upon reliable.
Look, Jack.
We cooking with hot grease. So we at. See if I can get that out of there for a minute. Let me snap. Started.
get some more
We
of these
click it.
5 sources on the board.
Into Egyptian and sub-Saharan African galleries. British Museum separated into ancient Egypt and African galleries. So they separate Egypt from Africa. Last time I checked, Egypt is in Africa.
Right.
So why do they
Facts.
separate?
Last time I checked, that's a fact.
Egypt's placement, grouped with Near Eastern antiquities in Louvre, the British Museum, grouped with Mesopotamia and classical antiquity. Africa's placement, arts of Africa, Asia, Oceania, and the Americas, separate floors. Room 25 focused on sub-Saharan African cultures. Scholarly framing, this Egyptology treated as distinct from African studies. So from the beginning, they treated it as a whole different thing. Crazy, right? In the British Museum, Egyptology developed apart from.
Hold up, man. Let me get my lens right. You know what I'm saying? Roll that dope up, roll that gas up. Friday night we thugging, running through this information. Uncle Bobby's on point. Uncle is on point.
African studies. So Egyptology didn't develop alongside African studies or with African studies. It developed completely separate. But how could that be? Don't they know they stand in Africa? Colonial legacy, strong, influenced by Napoleonic and colonial French archaeology. So we know Napoleon Bonaparte went to Egypt and he took a scientific route with him. But it was influenced by him. Colonial French archaeology and Napoleonic influence is what we're fighting today with the Louvre Museum. The British Museum, deeply tied to the British imperial collecting practices. And they stole the artifacts. As we read Destruction of Black Civilization, we make the point very clear, yo. Go to France and go to the British Museum first when studying African history. Why? Because that's what the stolen artifacts is. Inclusion of Nubia, rarely mentioned or shown contextually. This is in the Louvre Museum, the British Museum. More commonly referenced, especially in Egypt-Nubian relations. Yeah. Reparations dialogue, limited in public acknowledgement in the Louvre Museum.
Man, I'm be wildin', man. Hey, it took him like 10 seconds to get ready to pronounce that word, and then he fucked it up still.
And the British Museum, ongoing discussion, more transparency. I say reparation, repatriation.
But nah, though. Unc might fuck up these words, but Unc on point, though. Unc is on point.
Meaning like send the goddamn artifacts back to Africa. Right, with the reparation.
Yeah, send us our shit back, gang. Y'all done took all our shit. Send us our shit back, gang. Send us everything back, gang.
Right. Okay. Reference to African identity in Egypt, the Mediterranean or Near Eastern. All right. And in the British Museum, rarely acknowledged in public displays. So they keep.
All right, let's get to another one, man. Unc is on point.
The rest.
He was on point, man. He was showing us some good
What type
shit.
of Brooklyn?
Let's get to the next one. Unc was hiding these sources for
Ancient Egyptian.
just for a nigga to get out of line.
Brooklyn Museum. I think y'all can see that. All right. Basically,
Ancient Egyptians were indigenous African people who first appeared in the southern Upper Egypt Nile Valley 4500 BCE and spread northward. They spread it north. Remember that, gang?
let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Let's see. All right. It says the ancient Egyptians were an indigenous African people who first appeared in southern Upper Egypt. Romans. They're distinctly multicultural from Nubia and Libya, as well as Semites. See, everybody want to focus on the Semites, right? Persians, Greeks, and Romans. Their distinctly multicultural society produced an astonishing array of objects and structures. They say Egypt is the oldest continuously documented civilization on the African continent, and our collection begun in 1902, tells the story of its art from its earliest known origins until the Roman period. There you have it. At this point, we should not have a fight about it, now should we?
Yeah, at this point, we should not have a fight, man. Uncle Bobby is on point. Uncle Bobby is on point. How you doing, Jesse?
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
I'm just whooping heads on Silk's platform, man.
Yeah, man. Silk got a back chat. Silk got a back chat full of mess. Full of it. Full of goddamn mess.
Yeah.
That brother know what he be doing. But did you call somebody out back there?
Oh man, I'm slept. Yeah, man. I had a conversation with him on yeah, I had a conversation with him on the phone, and you know, everybody talks a big game when they're on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you don't really have to pull up no sources or no proof to back up what you're saying. You just can just talk. Yeah, and you know, when I got off the phone and started smacking brothers on top of the on the platform, you know, everything kind of changes.
That's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. What you doing tonight, Jesse?
Huh?
What you doing tonight?
Man, just talking to y'all, man, making some juice. Yeah, just talking to y'all and making some juice. I got about to eat a pizza real quick, but I'm low key about to get back to making some juice in a little bit once this conversation really starts going.
There go your boy Silk. Silk in the cut. Hey, hey Jesse, yeah, man, we putting this play together, man. I'm gonna try to get you and Gullah to sit down. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Silky D could sit down with Gullah. I think Gullah try to wrap his hands around Silky D's neck. You know what I'm saying? Gullah probably try to pick up Silky D car while Silky D trying to leave. You know, Silky D got a little car. Gullah might try to pick it up.
Yeah.
I think y'all can have that conversation because the name of his podcast is called Al Jahid's podcast. His master teacher is a Muslim, so he can't go hard at you on the Islam and not go at his master teacher and go,
Gullah,
yeah.
man. So what Gullah want to talk about?
Nah, man, it ain't about what he want to talk about. I'm gonna have the topics. I'm gonna ask both of y'all questions. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna be an in person. You know what I'm saying? Episode. Gullah, Gullah probably would wrap his hands around 60D if they was in person. Gullah wrap his hands around 60D. Gullah grab Silky D up, man. He ain't ready. He ain't ready for Gullah. Silky, President,
What to do, man? H-Town hard hitter. What's good?
President. Man, I heard you've been beating people up. Jesse been beating people up in the back chat.
Boy, Jesse putting in work, man. He putting in a lot of work, bro. That boy out there, man. He all the way live right now. He turned up. He on Super Saiyan. Shit.
He didn't took your spot.
Oh no, he ain't took me. It more so. Okay, hey, he could be Goku. I'll be Vegeta.
But he more of a more than you is though, gang.
Yeah, no, he ain't.
By definition.
No, because you don't get the definition without the origin. You don't get nothing without
Oh, brother,
us,
you're a
without me.
Berber. I'm a Moor, if anything. But I'm really a Muslim. But if
You
I
don't
would be
get your
classified
religion
as
without
more
me.
Hey, Silk, you
by an
ain't even
outsider.
said Jesse, huh?
Dog, you don't get your religion without Libya. So whatever, you ain't got nobody to pray to.
Man, we get our religion straight from Allah.
Libya. I thought you was a Muslim now, Silk. What that shit you was saying?
I mean, they want to be yeah, of course we might. You don't get Muslim until Berbers get to Arab, they get to
I
Arabia.
thought you was a Muslim.
So he
Yeah, Silk trolling, man. That nigga said he was a Muslim the other night. I don't know, Jesse. Just keep making your juices, Jesse. I'm gonna cut that part out.
You ain't gotta cut that out, man. You know, of course the brother. Yeah, man. Silk has been on here with the Barbar people or the Berbers.
Yeah, Silk think my brother Silk thinks he's a Berber. Hey, I'm gonna run this game film, and you tell me what you think. All right? Tell me how you feel about this.
Of objects and structures. They say Egypt is the oldest continuously documented civilization on the African continent, and our collection begun in 1902. Tells the story of its art from its earliest known origins until the Roman period. There you have it. At this point, we should not have a fight about it now, should we? But they actually have ancient Egypt and Nubia as an African civilization, challenging, watch this, the racist and colonial assumptions of the early Western archaeologists. Examples of pottery and figurines made more than 5,000 years ago revealed common.
See, they say it ain't no race science, but we got racism in archaeology. Come on now.
Origin of the two civilizations on the African continent.
They're under the pecan tree.
Hold up, gang. Get out of here.
Continent. Objects such as headdress and sistra further demonstrate close ties between Egypt and other African cultures. There you have it. Big up to the Brooklyn Museum.
I know y'all respect the Brooklyn Museum.
You don't got to break out the rock art because we can start to see how the people drew themselves.
Okay.
Then we don't get colorblind out here and colored up and tripping, right? But man, come on, man. And remember when we talk about rock art, they had all the colors at their disposal. They could have showed people.
The Egyptians had all the colors at their disposal. When we talk about the hieroglyphics, the writings on the walls, and they painted themselves brown. They didn't paint themselves white. They had that color though. Pale, they had that color.
Right? They was definitely doing their thing. All right? So I'll give you some sources to go through the rock art because that's my favorite thing to do is deal with the rock art, right? But I'm making my point here, right? On why Egypt is African. All right? I'm let y'all fight with the B1, A1, 3, 4, 9.
Now look, this ain't words. This my words and the source earlier that showed words. African is synonymous with black. Like when they start saying North Africa and separating North Africa from Africa, that's for a reason. That's called 50-50 niggas. That's them Arabs coming through that back door, creating that lighter gene pool. But when you say African, that is synonymous with black. Do everybody got to be dark black? No. Black is all different colors of black. Jesse black, Silky black, goddamn me, G black, Alicia Keys black, Nipsey Hussle black. If DJ Khaled say he black, that nigga black. It ain't one way to be black. So let's be real.
A, 2, C, F, X, SL, 2, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to let y'all go ahead and let y'all do your thing with that.
All right, check this out.
Get that out of there. All right, so we right here. I'm going to take you right to the It's gonna be on display from
hey, was popping it this night.
2022 to December. And this is at the display. Big up the brother Reggie. He took the pictures from the African ancestors of Egypt and Nubia, from the Green Sahara to the Nile. Located on the African continent, Egypt is nevertheless often perceived as being part of the Near East, while it ties with various Near Eastern cultures in both ancient and modern times are well established. I'm not trying to take it away. Egypt's deep African roots and profound religious, artistic, and linguistic connections to other African cultures have often been overlooked.
What my naga nigga Ruben at? What my naga nigga Ruben showing the meta netta and showing other African dialects and the similarities. Come on now, man. They think that's pseudo. No, nigga, you been taught by a white man.
Alternative theories regarding the origins of the pharaonic civilization, often guided by racist assumptions, have omitted the African context altogether, and instead proposed ideas ranging from an invading white race to extraterrestrials.
Remember they said aliens built the pyramids, Jesse?
Yeah.
They still say that shit, huh?
Yeah, and I totally disagree with him. I think
that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to our ancestors, bro.
Yeah, and really, I think it was the Hebrews that really built the pyramids.
Man, with no motherfucking Hebrews in Egypt, man. Cut that out, bro. What the hell are you talking about?
With Haman being the leader.
Egypt didn't write about no Hebrews, brother.
We got.
Damn, who you got that from? You got that.
So the Hebrews were slaves in Egypt. So
where besides the Bible? Can you give me an archaeological source? Can you give me
the Quran,
historical source, or just the
Quran? Bible and Quran.
Yeah, that's not real history. Hey, Manasseh, what's goody? You gotta understand, the Bible was made to demonize Africa and all of its intellectual properties. But like to get back to the point though, they used to say that aliens built the pyramids, and they still do say that. So like that's a spit in the face to our ancestors, gang. You saying extraterrestrial? You saying we couldn't have did it because y'all ain't found a way how to did it? That's racist assumptions.
It proposed ideas ranging from an invading white race to extraterrestrials. From early on, Egypt was a multicultural society.
And by the way, Jesse, just so you won't make that mistake no more, you can Google the workers of the pyramids. You know what I'm saying? Like they was treated important. You know what I'm saying? You can Google them. It's a list of their ass. The actual workers.
A word?
The workers of the pyramids in the list.
With significant disparities between various regions of the country. Throughout its existence, pharaonic Egypt traded and exchanged ideas with and incorporated migrants from neighboring African populations, including Nubia, modern Sudan, Libya, Punt, likely, modern Ethiopia, and numerous other cultures of the ancient world. Archaeological excavations along with anthropological linguistics. Let me see. Archaeological excavations along archaeological. All
right, Jesse, you watched the Olympics last year, right?
Yeah.
So when you seen South Sudan, right?
Oh, I can't remember the Olympics like that.
South Sudan basketball team, they got kind of far. Let me show you. This them right here. They say this is where Nubia is at in South Sudan. You see them brothers? Let me make my screen bigger. All right, you see these brothers? You see Jesse? See Jesse?
Huh?
You see this?
Uh-huh.
This South Sudan basketball team. You remember the basketball player Luol Deng? Luol Deng got drafted by the Bulls, Jesse.
Yeah.
That was their coach. You know what he looked like. But this is what they all look like. What color are these brothers, Jesse?
Black.
Right. So, and don't get me wrong, I ain't playing Two-Face. You got a light-skinned brother up in there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We come in all shapes and sizes. But the overwhelmingly majority of Sudanese people, not just Sudanese period, because South Sudanese is brand new. You know what I'm saying? They mix up South Sudanese and Sudan with goddamn Ethiopians. They fighting over there because of that shit. Because they put a brand new border right there, what, 5, 10, 15 years ago. Anyways, South Sudan, this is what they basketball team look like. You know what I'm saying? So when you see South Sudan in Unc's presentation, or when you see Sudan, see it say neighboring African populations. Every time you see Nubia, just think of those black motherfuckers playing basketball for South Sudan Olympic team.
Along with anthropological linguistics, let me see. Archaeological excavations along with anthropological and linguistic research indicate that the Nile Valley was originally settled by nomadic peoples escaping the drying climate of the Green Sahara. The earliest inhabitants of Egypt, Nubia, and Libyan desert produced similar types of tools, pottery, and religious imagery, pointing to their common African origin. Like, what are we talking about? The traditions and language of this Saharan Neolithic population largely shaped the development of ancient Egypt and Nubia into great civilizations we know today. Until recently, however, many European and white American historians saw Nubia as Egypt's inferior neighbors. Excavations of Nubian sites in the late 20th century revealed a thriving and sophisticated culture that developed independently. What is that actually? Okay. I can get that off the screen. Imagine being able to build the tool you...
Yeah, Uncle's rocking this night, man. Shout out to the pseudo killers. Like, share, and subscribe.
Earnings was today the legacy of ancient Egypt.
He was popping this night.
Even earlier 20th century historians largely interpreted the archaeological evidence as skin color. We end it right there. What's going on, brother? What it do? Talk to me. It's on your mind. Not all Africans are.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. All right, Jesse. Uncle Hercules, get up here, man. I think I sent you the link. Oh shit, I see Uncle on the screen. Yeah, they did their thing in the Olympics. Facts. They definitely, South Sudan definitely put on for Africa in the Olympics last year. We seen what they look like. So we ain't gotta play these games with these niggas. We ain't gotta play none of these games. These niggas mentioned Nubian. Oh yeah, Jesse one of them. Mentioned the goddamn Nubian C group. We see what the goddamn Nubian A group look like. But Jesse, yeah, man, let's get back to the information. What's the definition of shirk?
It's like I can't say for sure without looking it up, but I would say it's like something. It's something along the lines of like being haram, or like it's not. You know, you're not supposed to do it. It's not good to be shook.
What haram mean? What you say, a haram? What that
Haram.
mean?
I can Google it. I prefer you Google
Man,
it.
you saying Arabic words you don't know the definition for?
Haram is like it's like not it's wrong. Like you're not supposed to do it. And I think shook is like along the same thing, but it's probably like a little more to it than what I'm saying.
Okay. Can a Christian be a Muslim and a Christian?
No.
Why not?
Because Islam is a because you can't be both. Christians believe that Jesus died on the cross, and in Islam we believe that Jesus was taken to raised to himself. Something else is we also believe that Allah is one God in Islam. Now, a lot of the Christians believe that Jesus is a son of God, and we don't believe Jesus to be a son of God in Islam. 'Cause, 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 'cause
Y'all believe that Jesus raised people from the dead in the Quran or the Hadiths?
Yeah. By the permission of Allah.
Did
Yeah.
Prophet Muhammad ever raise people from the dead?
I have to look into it, but I don't think so.
So if Jesus feeding 3,000 with 3 fish and a loaf of Popeyes biscuits, and he raising people from the dead, and we ain't got that type of evidence for Prophet Muhammad, maybe Prophet Muhammad really was a prophet and Jesus was the Messiah, brother. It's
We
not
believe
using
that.
Christianity, brother.
We believe in Islam that Jesus was the Messiah. And we also believe that Jesus is coming back during the end times, and we have more information than the Christians do as far as his return.
All right, so it's possible that if Jesus had superpowers, that Jesus was God's son, brother, in the flesh.
Well, ultimately, we believe that Allah is the one who gave Jesus permission to do the amazing things that he's done, and the Quran speaks to Jesus being like, it says directly that Allah has not taken the son in the Quran, and it also says that statement is like blasphemy.
All right.
And you already know that we in Islam believe that the Quran is the supreme authority over previous scriptures. So wherever they differ, we believe that the Quran is the one that's correct.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you know,
Right.
on Silky's back chat, man, I'm gonna say this. You know, he has some people who claim to be like Muslim or they're like Moors or something like that. But these brothers be quoting Bible scriptures. I don't know how to explain it, man. They seem like they
Out of
believe more in the
context.
Bible than they believe in the Quran.
Right. Who was the first Muslim, Jesse?
All the prophets were Muslims, according to definition.
That ain't what I asked you. Who was the first Muslim?
Adam.
Adam?
Yeah, because by definition, to be a Muslim just means you submitted your will to God, and we believe that all the prophets submitted their will to God, and we also have Bible verses that make this declaration.
Well, I'm in Quran 39 and 12. And this the type of shit that got Jesus killed. It's the type of shit that got your homie in the dirt. And I, Muhammad, am commanded to be the first of those who bow to Allah and Islam. Islam. Brother, that is Prophet Muhammad saying he is the first Muslim, brother. He is the first believer. He is the first sacrifice, the first slave. That's what Muhammad said, brother. So if you got a verse to trump the Quran 39 and 12, I suggest you fix that and say Adam wasn't no goddamn Muslim and Muhammad was the first Muslim because he said so.
So the Prophet Muhammad is the first Muslim in his time. Prior to after Jesus, you know, there wasn't really too many Muslims, or there wasn't no more Muslims at all. The people started doing idol worship and worshiping Jesus. So ultimately, the Prophet Muhammad, it was the first of those people to be a Muslim.
All right. Now, Jesse, my God is black women, money, the cockroach, roach god, hard praise. So, will I be forgiven for worshiping false gods?
No.
Damn. So I'm going to hell, Jesse.
Yeah, Allah is not from what I understand, Allah does not forgive for that sin. It's something that you can be forgiven for if you like repent and come away, like, you know, get away from it before your passing. But that's a sin that if you die believing that, you know, there is no Allah is not going to forgive you for that if you die as with that belief.
So I'm going, according to the Quran, I'm going to hell for sure.
I hate to say it, but yeah.
All right. Let's go to 4 Quran 4:153. The people of the book asked thee to cause a book to descend to them from heaven. Indeed, they asked Moses for an even greater miracle, for they said, show us Allah in public. But they were dazed for their presumption with thunder and lightning. Yet they worshipped the calf even after clear signs had come to them. Even so, we forgave them and gave Moses manifest proofs of authority. So brother, you got to cut it out. You got
All right.
in the
Let me show you.
Quran, you got people worshiping the calf, and you got Allah forgiving their ass and giving them a straighter path.
All right, give me a
Verse
second. I'm put my
4,
verse.
the verse is 4:153.
All right, let me pull up my verse.
What you mean pull up your verse? You ain't gonna go over my verse, or you gonna give me a precept? What we
I'm gonna
doing?
give you a Quran verse that speaks directly about what you're talking about.
I'm speaking directly about what I'm talking about. I gave
Uh,
you an example. I gave you an example of
all
Allah.
right, read it again. Read it again.
The people of the Christians asked thee to cause a book to descend to them from heaven.
No, read the
Indeed,
verse again.
the people of the book asked thee to cause a book to descend to them from heaven. Indeed, they asked Moses for an even greater
Okay.
miracle, for they said, show us Allah in public. But they were dazed for their presumption with thunder and lightning. Yet they worshiped the calf even after clear signs had come to them. Even so, we forgave them and gave Moses manifest proofs of authority. So this right here is showing you, brother, that Allah forgave these calf worshiping Christians, brother, and Jews, brother. He could forgive me for worshiping a roach. What's different from a calf and a roach? What's different? Nothing.
So
They both conscious. You hit one of them on the butt, one of them go run. You hit another one on the butt, it might be squished.
this is Quran verse 448.
I knew you was going there.
It says,
Allah forgiveth not that partners should not be set up with him, but he forgiveth anything else. I know where you was going, brother. You think you think I'm new here? You trying to what you think this is, Jesse? Put your hands in the goddamn air. You think I don't know your Quran like the back of my goddamn hand, brother?
I'm liking that, brother. I'm liking that you getting it.
Yeah, you know where I'm getting at.
So
Talk black.
the people that he was talking about in the previous verse, he that he's forgiven did not die in this belief.
I ain't dead.
Well, that's what I'm
And hold
saying.
up. Let me stop you right there. It don't say that they converted to Islam. It say that Allah forgave them for worshiping that goddamn calf.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it say, brother.
Right.
So Allah can forgive me for worshiping a cockroach, right?
No, not if you
Brother,
die in that belief.
brother. So you telling me that worshiping the calf is better than the Hebrew religion, better than my religion, brother?
No, but they were
You don't know about the Kepra beetle. You don't know about the Kepra beetle. See these bugs in Africa go way back. Don't just think because you see a cockroach, nah, nigga. That's your ancestors telling you, nah, they been around. We ain't grew up around no goddamn cows or no damn cobblestone, but we grew up around cockroaches. So Allah can forgive me, right?
Yeah.
Just say it. Don't say your Quran contradict or don't speak for Allah if you don't know, brother. Uncle Law is watching.
He can forgive you, brother, but don't die in your belief.
That ain't what this verse say. This verse say he forgave them and God gave Moses the word. That don't mean everybody conceded and became a Muslim after Moses. We don't have proof that nobody in the Bible became a goddamn Muslim.
So Muslim just means submission to the will of God, or Islam particularly means submission to the will of God, and Muslim is just one who does that. So we do have verses where Jesus made this declaration, and we have verses in Psalms where it talks about making the same declaration.
All right, let's go to Quran 6:34. This is Allah saying, don't trust the Quran. Don't even read, don't even learn the Arabic. You have no reason to. Quran 6:34. This is Allah letting you know. Don't even read the Arabic. Don't even learn a new language.
Huh?
Go ahead, brother.
All right, let me what?
6:34.
634. All right. Google Chrome. It says, "Indeed, messengers before you were rejected."
What that mean? Hold up. What that mean?
Let me finish reading the verse, and we'll get into that.
Come
Indeed,
on.
messengers before you were rejected,
You don't
but
understand.
patiently endured rejection and
You don't
persecution
even
until our
understand.
help came to them. And Allah's promise to help is never broken. And you have already received some narratives of these messengers. So what this means is messengers were like the Prophet Muhammad and those who recite this message are not going to be the first people to get rejected by the people. An example would be like Noah. During the time of Noah, he was rejected by his people, and ultimately Allah drowned those people. With and saved Noah with the ship. During the time of Abraham, there's the story of Lot and
Hold up, brother. I got caught up. All right, so when it says that first couple of words, what they mean?
Indeed, messengers before you were rejected.
What they mean?
It means that there was other prophets that have been rejected before the Prophet Muhammad.
What's their names?
Noah.
How was Noah rejected?
Lot.
Who rejected Noah?
The people of Noah, the people during his time, when Noah was telling them to you know, he was trying to give him guidance back to worshiping Allah, the creator of the heavens and earth. The people pretty much laughed at him and made fun of him, up until the point where he got like he was told to basically build a boat, and Allah basically destroyed all the non-believing people and saved Noah and the righteous people.
And then after that, people believe, right?
Well, there was nobody left but the believers, because ultimately Allah destroyed everybody else.
That's because everybody didn't want to believe Noah.
Correct.
But that you don't. That everybody had their own reason for not wanting to believe Noah. Noah said a storm was coming. Nobody believed him. You ain't. They never seen a storm. It was the desert. That don't mean you supposed to just pack your shit up and listen to a nigga. What the hell wrong with you? Where you live at?
But it's also a belief that all the messengers came with the message to shun false gods and worship Allah and shun false gods. You know, that's a part of being the messenger. So every messenger has come to a community, and that's pretty much like the main sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like you have, as a messenger, you're supposed to be telling people worship Allah and shun false gods. And people.
So with that last sentence, what did you take from that whole scripture?
From the verse?
The last sentence is, already hast thou received some account of those messages.
It says, I'm gonna read indeed messengers before you were rejected, but patiently endured rejection and persecution until our help came to them, and Allah's promise to help is never broken, and you have already received some of the narratives of these messengers. So we've already, prior to the Quran being sent down, you know, if you've had the Bible or the Torah, of course, like the message, like you've received the message of Noah. You receive like the message of Lot with Sodom and Gomorrah, as far as like him destroying the people who were
All right, let's go to 2:106. Let me show you how that don't make no sense. Let's go to 2:106.
All right.
I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2005. Pseudo Wavvy honey hit the back streets with the fire.
It says, if we ever abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten, we replace it with a better one, a better or similar.
I thought that says there is none that can alter the words of Allah. Huh?
Well,
These niggas copying and pasting and picking and choosing and losing shit. Say forgotten or lost. Huh? This the Quran, Jesse. This is the holy temple. This is the immaculate scripture. What are they talking about, brother? The hell, if a scripture to be forgotten, we substitute. So they altering the Quran, right?
no. So it says, if we ever abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten, we replace it with a better or similar one. Do you not know that Allah is most capable of everything? So
hold up. Knowest thou not that Allah has power over all things?
Mm-hmm.
So Allah is cool with you changing up his Quran. But earlier he said, you can't alter my goddamn words. Ain't that what it said? It's 634?
I have to check the verse, but yeah, there's a verse that I have to make sure you're saying it's the right verse. But I am familiar with the verse where it says
they got another one, 6:115. No one can change his word.
Allah's word, exactly. So I totally agree with that. But when it says we do not cause a verse to be forgotten or to abrogate a verse, it's ultimately Allah who is the one who's doing the abrogating.
Jesse, it says we substitute something better or similar. That's
Right.
human beings doing that.
No. This
What are you
we
talking
this
about?
we is Allah. This is the first person.
Brother, Jesse, you telling me Allah can forget a verse?
He can cause a verse to be forgotten.
Brother, that's not what this. Hold up. Let's read it again. Since you want to play games, let's read it again. None of our revelations do we abrogate or cause to be forgotten. So
Exactly.
this is saying we don't we none of our revelations. Let's look at what abrogate means, since they want to use these goddamn Quranic words. Let's look at abrogate definition. Okay, abrogate means repeal or do away with. Okay, so it says um, none of our revelations do we do away with or cause to be forgotten, but we substitute something better or similar. So this ain't got nothing to do with Allah, brother. This
It
is
does.
this is the brother saying, "Hey, look, some of this shit don't make sense, nigga. We gonna flip it and make it make sense, right?"
No. So Allah is the one who abrogates verses, or he calls verses to be forgotten. This is this is something important because
What? Show me in the Bible. I mean, show me in the Quran where it says Allah abrogate for verses to be forgotten. That ain't what this says. It says Allah knows best what He reveals in stages. It says knowest that knowest thou not that Allah has power over all things. So this is basically saying we can flip up these scriptures, but Allah knows best, right?
ultimately it's saying that Allah is the one who is abrogating or causing verses to be forgotten, and this is significant because from what I understand, there's some hadiths where it talks about you know some verses maybe being eaten by a goat or something like that, and there's verses that, from what I understand, have not made it to the Quran, but it ultimately shows that Allah has like a a hand in what he's decided to put in and take out.
All right. Let's go to 16101.
And I think, and that's for the Quran, but I would also say that this abrogation could also apply to the Bible, within the sense that there's some things that are contradicting from the Bible to the Quran, and ultimately it's Allah who decides what He's going to abrogate. So if Allah is deciding that some of these Bible verses.
All right. That ain't what the scripture's saying. So let's go to 16101, brother. We only talk about the Quran right now for that last. It says none of our revelations. They don't say nothing about no Bible. All right, let's go to
Well,
16.
the Bible is His revelations as well.
Huh?
The Bible is the revelation. The Bible and the Torah are also the revelation of Allah.
Brother, no, they're not, brother. The last book is brother. Let's go to 16101 before a Muslim come on here and get you out of pocket.
I'm
Brother,
about to pull up, after I pull up this 16101. I'm gonna pull up my verse that declares what I'm saying. Brother, you already know about the verse where it says that the Quran is the supreme authority of over all previous scriptures, and the previous scriptures are the Bible and the Torah.
yeah, but they don't say that the Bible and the Torah is the revelation. They don't say that.
All right, I got you. I'll provide you with that in a second.
Cause you gotta remember in 2106 that O and our is capitalized.
So it says, this is Quran 16101. It says, when we replace a verse with another, and Allah knows best what He reveals, They say you are just a fabricator. In fact, most of them do not know.
All right, so why they substituting verses in the Quran, brother? I thought the Quran was built for it tough.
It is. But like I said, Allah. Let me.
Allah, what?
I'm gonna read the previous verse. It says, "His authority is only over those who take him as a patron and who, under his influence." It says, "His authority is only over those who take him as a patron and who's under his influence. Associate. He certainly has no authority over those who believe and put." Oh, this is about.
Right. So I can't go to heaven or hell because he have no authority over me, right?
It says, when you recite the Quran, seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accursed.
You hear what I said, Jesse?
Huh?
Allah have no power over me because I don't worship him, right?
No. This verse is talking about.
No. Read it again. Allah is just for these type of people. That's what it said, brother. So
It says, when you recite the Quran, seek
no,
refuge
not
with Allah.
not that verse. Before that, you just try to breeze past.
No. I'm gonna read into it.
Allah got a chosen people. He not for everybody.
It says, when you recite the Quran, seek refuge in Allah from Satan the accursed.
Brother.
He certainly has no authority over those who believe and put their trust in their Lord.
Read the verse before that. Stop running. Read the
His
verse.
authority is only those who take him as a patron and who's under his influence.
Right.
Associate others with Allah and worship.
What that mean?
These verses are referring to Satan.
No, brother. It means that Allah got a chosen people, or he only fuck with who he fuck with. If you don't fuck with Allah, he ain't got no power over you. That's what it just said, brother.
I'm gonna read this again, and I just
read the last two verses.
I will, but I'm gonna read it.
Not the one talking about that you keep trying to say. That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
It's literally the verse before it.
Right. There you go.
It says, when you recite the Quran, seek refuge
brother,
with Allah. Hold on, brother. I'm about to read it. Sean,
hold up.
Come on,
Maybe
man.
you confused.
Hey, Sean, you got to be genuine, brother.
You read two other verses before you got to that verse. When I stopped you, you kept reading that verse for no reason. That's not even in the conversation, nigga. It's two verses before that.
This is the verse. This is the verse before that.
Okay.
This verse comes before those two verses.
You jumping in your goddamn Quran. Go to the verse. What's the verse after that say?
I'm about to read it.
That I just said.
I'm about to read it, and I need you to take it into context.
When you worship the Quran, when you pray, brother, that's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about you, Jesse. Listen to me. You read.
Come on, brother. I'm not gonna play, man.
I'm not either, cause you script bro. How you reading the Quran backwards? You read one scripture, then you read another scripture, then you backdoor and trying to read the scripture you reading right now. That means you going backwards, brother.
No. What I'm doing is I'm reading the verse so you can get the context of the other two verses.
You think I don't got the context?
All right, so I'm gonna read it.
Jesse, can you read the other?
Man, I'm not about to play, brother. Like,
can you read the other
verses?
The other two
like
verses?
you got followers, brother. You got followers who are watching this platform.
Are you reading the Quran backwards? Yes or no?
No.
All right. So why did you read two verses, and then your third verse was this verse you keep trying to read to me?
Because I scrolled up. I scrolled up to the verse prior to the two verses that I read. So I went up one.
98, 99.
This I started. So where I'm starting from is going to be 98.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, when you recite the Quran, seek refuge from Allah, from Satan, the accursed. He certainly has no authority over those who believe and put their trust in their Lord. His authority.
All right. That's what I was talking about. Now, what that mean?
It means that Satan has no authority over those who believe.
It don't say Satan in that verse, brother.
It says it in the verse prior, the verse that I just read.
It says in their Lord. It don't say nothing. It say everybody should worship their own gods, right?
It says when you recite the Quran, seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accursed.
That ain't got nothing to do with the next
It
verse.
does, because the next verse is talking about Satan the accursed.
That's not a precept. Why would the Quran call Satan Lord? Listen to you.
It's not talking. Look, brother. It's
not exactly. It's not talking about no goddamn Satan.
Hey, man. Hey, stop playing, brother. Stop playing.
You just lied on the Quran. Stop trying to add to it. When it say Lord, it says their Lord, meaning everybody got their own gods. Go ahead.
Please stop playing, brother. Because what you're doing.
So the Quran called the devil. The Quran called the devil.
Now I thought, you know what I'm saying, when we're talking about these verses, you know what I'm saying, like I know you might not be a believer, but
the
Quran
I thought calls the devil Lord.
I thought you'd have enough respect.
I thought you nothing. Did the Quran call the devil Lord?
No.
Jesse, so why lie on the Quran, brother? You just did.
I'm not, brother. Just listen to the verse. Please just listen to the verses before you comment. All right, let me read through.
Just don't add to the Quran, brother, because I'm.
All right, that's what I'm saying. But let's just read through. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to read the verses as they are.
All right.
It says, when you recite the Quran, seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accursed.
That ain't got nothing to do with 99, right?
It does. Because it's saying that. Hold on, let me just read the verse.
Yeah, read it, because you about to catch yourself.
And I'm gonna read it from the top. Please don't interrupt. Just let me read the verses as they are without no interruption.
Right? You gonna read 99?
I'm gonna read it, but I need you to let me just read these verses without no. I am.
Let's stop at 99.
All right, I'm gonna stop at 90. 101. I'm gonna stop at 101.
Let's go verse for verse, because you.
It says. No. Well, let me read it. Let me read it all the way through, and then we'll talk about verse for verse after.
99. Go ahead.
It says, he certainly has no authority over those who believe and put their trust in their Lord. His authority is his authority is only over those who take him as a patron and who under his influence associate others with Allah in worship.
All right, now show me where that verse is talking about a devil. It's not.
So when it says he, it's referring to the devil. The Lord, their Lord is Allah.
Where it say he at?
It says he certainly has no authority over those who believe and put their trust in their Lord. And this is referring to Satan the accursed. The he certainly has no authority.
Read 99 again.
It says he certainly has no authority over those who believe and put their trust in their Lord. And this he is referring to the Satan of the accursed that is mentioned in the previous verse. And then the next verse says his authority is over only those who take him as a patron and who under his influence associate others with Allah in worship. So Satan the accursed only has authority over those who take him as a patron and who associate others with Allah. So those who associate others with Allah are patrons of Satan.
All right, that was verse 100.
Yeah.
All right, now read 101.
It says, when we replace a verse with another and Allah knows best what he reveals, they say you are just a fabricator. In fact, most of them do not know.
So going back to the main thing being the main thing, they was substituting verses in the Quran, right?
There were verses that have been what is that word? There's been verses that have been abrogated.
Nah. It says, but we substitute something better or similar.
Right, and that's kind of abrogation. That's the abrogation we're talking about.
Now it says none of our books be done away with.
What verse are you quoting?
2106. None of our verses be done away with.
216.
Are caused to be forgotten, but we substitute something better or similar.
Right.
So that means so it's substitutions going on in the Quran that Allah don't even know about, right?
No, Allah is the one who's who's
Yes.
making the substitution, and ultimately the Quran is really like an abrogation of what came prior to it.
You keep using that word, brother. You just learned that word today, brother. You got to slow down,
Brother, I've been knowing about this abrogated verse. You think
brother.
this is
Brother,
new to me?
you probably been knowing about the verse, brother, but you ain't been saying that goddamn word so much as you saying it tonight, brother. You just got on it. Come
But
on,
I'm
brother.
just saying, like if we're
What
gonna use
abrogate
this
mean?
term, we might as well use the term that Allah has given us.
What abrogate mean?
It means to replace.
Nah, brother. It means to be done away with.
Yeah, to be done away with or to replace.
Nah, brother. It don't mean to replace. It means to repeal, not replace. Repeal or
Is that
evade.
is that what you googled?
Yeah, it means to do away with or repeal or evade. It don't mean replace, brother. You can
But
replace, but that ain't what abrogate mean. So
all
y'all,
right,
it's in there. Y'all
but
did
in the verse it does declare that he does not abrogate a verse unless he brings something better
or similar, right?
or similar. Exactly.
Right. So it's saying he don't do away with no verses, but
Unless yeah.
now it don't say unless. It say but they substitute.
Some verses might say same thing. Same thing.
So if y'all not doing away with no verses, but verses are being added or substituted evenly, replaced evenly, then how is that, you know what I'm saying, not doing away with no verses or no revelation?
I'm not understanding what you're saying asking.
Earlier you said the Bible and the Torah is our revelations also.
Right.
Y'all did away with the Bible and the Torah. Y'all got the new word, right? So you going against your
I would
scripture.
say that a lot of these verses in the Quran are either would either replace what some of the things the Bible says or are similar to what the Bible says. So I would agree with that. And the reason why I say replace is because we in Islam we don't believe that Jesus was crucified. We don't believe that Jesus was the Son of God. So that would be like a replacement. And then the reason why I say similar is because there are some things that the Bible says that the Quran does agree with, and it'll say something that's similar to what was said before.
Overstood. All right, so when it comes to banging out in these back chats, have you converted somebody yet?
No, man, not in the back chats. I think the closest brother I probably have gotten is going to be brother um, Dwight.
I don't know that, brother. Sick D
Brother
got a lot of
Darkness. Brother Darkness.
sick.
I might have said his wrong name.
What I was about to say. Um, have anybody persuaded you to get off your rock?
Nah.
That's not happening.
Nah, and to be real, man, I think the reason why nobody's like converting in the back chat is because everybody's like, first of all, most of these brothers ain't got no real religion, and to be real, like everything's a fight with these brothers. Like they just want to fight to prove their point. They're not really trying to hear the verses. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's like everybody's out to win. You know what I'm saying? Like they just want to win. They're not really trying to hear the other person's opinion or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because to be real, like when you talk about the necessity of the Quran, I think it really makes sense, being that, like, if you know, like, the history of the Torah and the Bible, you would know that there has been some alterations. The Council of Nicaea would represent some of these alterations, but still, like, regardless of that, people would like die on the fact that the Bible is like perfect or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we know that the Council of Nicaea has had some something to do with it. We also know that there's like some Bibles with 66 books, some with 80 something books, some with 76. There's the books. There's a Bible with the apocryphal, but a Christian will still tell you to your face that you know they have ancient manuscripts that would prove that the Bible is 100% legit. You know what I'm saying? Without taking into account that we're looking at like Bibles with more books than others.
That's a fact. That's a fact, man. That is a fact. All right. We started a little late. Thought we was gonna get Ya and Zion up in here, but we definitely gonna do that tomorrow. Tomorrow we streaming all goddamn day. Tomorrow we streaming all goddamn day. Jesse, I'm gonna need you in the building for the smoke.
Oh shit, man! I've actually spent too much time on the back chat today.
Silky got his money worth out of you, huh?
Man, that brother motherfucking woke me up at 8:30 in the morning. Brother got me arguing about Berber people and shit like that. And I'm still in his back chat.
Long as Silky gonna become a Muslim under you, you know what I'm saying? Long as you converting Silky to be a Muslim, then that's
Man,
all. Don't make it one sided where he helping you, where you helping him with the Moor shit, and he ain't trying to get down and be a Moor for real. Don't let him play both sides.
you're right.
You
You're
gotta
right.
be you official when you follow the Quran. That's when you official Moor. Silky want to read the Geneva Bible. You gotta keep him on his theme. Make Silky take his goddamn shahada, Jesse. Make that nigga start learning Arabic. Make that nigga start learning some goddamn Arabic, Jesse. Make that nigga start learning some goddamn Arabic. Silky, your ass want to be a Moor, you learn some goddamn Arabic, and it could just go like that. Uncle Larry, your ass been DMing me all motherfucking week. Matter of fact, always past your bedtime. I'm tripping. Nah, it ain't past your goddamn bedtime. You just DM me, Uncle Larry. Let me call Uncle Larry back one more time. Uncle Larry, and then you green light. Come on, Uncle Larry, get your ass in the car. Where you been at? Answer that goddamn phone, Uncle Larry. You see me calling you, Uncle Larry. Hey, we going live all day tomorrow. My boys didn't fell asleep on me. I'm about to get up out of here. About to do a little bit of thugging.